What's up, YouTube? I'm back with another video, and today's video is how I became a photographer. So I really had the love for photography forever. Like, I've always had a camera in my hand, even as a little kid. I had a little Kodak camera. When you take the film, when you take the photo, the film develops. Like right then, it comes out. Then I had the small little Polaroid cameras that had the 30 film on it, where you had to roll it back and take the photos. Man, as a kid, that was so funny. You take them 30 photos, and then my mom would get a couple cameras together, and then we go to the Eckerd Drug. Yeah, we went to Eckerd Drug and got them developed, a 1 hour photo. And when they come back, it was like getting toys on Christmas, like just to see what the photos you took, because you would take 2, 3, 4 cameras, and it'd take you a while to take the photos, so you'd be forgot what's on the cameras. So when you go get the film developed, man, that was a fun time. And then, I took a while from taking photos. So fast forward to when I was in high school. So when I was in high school, I had this little LG phone. I forgot the name of it. It's one of them where you slide up. They had a little wheel on it. And I used to sneak and take pictures of the family. Like, it could be a family event. We could be just around the house, and I would sneak and take pictures to be funny. And then once my grandma started getting sick, I realized, like, I really had all these memories. Like, even though I was just playing around, but I realized I had a whole lot of memories that, can't nobody take away from me just by taking some photos. So that made me want to go even further with taking photos. With that, I got a camera, and I started taking more photos of the family or whatever. And one time, it was Mother's Day 2012. Yeah, 2012. And I was taking photos before we went out to eat, and my grandma was like, "Come here." She had on this white dress, and she stood right in front of the tree, and then she stood right in front of the bush. She said, "Now take this picture right here. This right here is some photography for you right here." So it was like right after that, like, I really wanted to pursue photography or whatever. Fast forward to 2017, I wanted to do photography again, and I went and got me a little Kodak camera. It was the Pix Pro AZ401 from Walmart. I only sold it at Walmart. And I started taking photos of everything. I said that, I want to do photography. At this point, I've been watching photography videos for about a year. And I said I was just gonna go ahead and do it. I was gonna get me just a camera to start, because at the time I wanted to start with a Sony camera, but at the time $2,000 for a camera was not in the budget. So I went and got a camera, and I started taking pictures of everything. Also in 2017, my uncle had passed away, so that made me want to get deeper into photography, because I had this picture I took with him when he became a deacon in the church. I had took this picture with him, and it took me forever to find the photo, but when I found it, I posted on my Facebook. Everywhere I said this photo means a lot, because I was a picture of me and him, and nobody could take it away from me. And that made me think, like, when you take photos, it captures a moment that lasts forever. So that made me want to go ahead and start this photography, because when someone passes, it's really all you have to hold on to is your pictures and your videos. So it's like capturing memories that's gonna last forever. Then in 2018, I went in on Black Friday. I went and got me a Canon Rebel T6, and when I got this camera, I was like, this camera is like $500. It was on sale. It came with the Canon camera, the 18-55 kit lens, and it also came with the 55-250, I believe. It's somewhere around there, because Canon and Nikon is just a little different. So I got that camera. Didn't know how to use it, didn't know anything. I just grabbed the camera and just started shooting. I thought just because I had what I felt like at the time, a professional camera, I felt like, I was gonna have, the blurry backgrounds, I was gonna have the bomb photos. I posted it asking who wanted a photo shoot, and I didn't even know how to use that camera, but, I wanted to dive into photography, so I was learning, and then I heard about shutter count, and I seen that you can only take like 100,000 photos with that camera, so I became real preservative over the camera. I would put it back in the bag instead of shoot, so it stayed in my bag more than I shot because I didn't want to take all the photos up and had to buy another camera, because at the time I was like, this is an expensive camera. I went and had me a battery grip, extra batteries for it. I went and got the 50mm 1.8 lens. I mean, that's really everybody's starter lens. So I went and got that. I shot a little bit with it, but I really didn't learn nothing on Canon. It's a correction. I had my Canon camera in 2017 on Black Friday. 2018 is when I switched to Nikon. I had a Nikon D3400. So when I got the Nikon camera, the Canon camera really stayed in the bag, because once I got the Nikon camera, I was like, I got two cameras, so therefore if one camera go out, I got another one for backup. So then that's when I went out and started shooting everything. And then it's this photographer that actually learned me a whole lot about photography. He shooting Nikon too, so he was able to teach me with that camera, and I was able to, like, use some of his lenses and stuff on the photo shoot and whatnot. I started shooting everything, and then I went and got a flash. I started learning how to use a flash on the camera. It's like my pictures started getting better and better. Now at this point, I'm seeing progress. And then I went and got Photoshop and Lightroom. And when I started editing my photos, it's like I see progress. And then after that, I was shooting, like, man, I really got a whole lot of practice in shooting in church. And then I was shooting a whole lot of family and like family events and stuff. Like my cousin had a councilversary, and I shot the whole thing, and they loved the photos. So once I got set up for my first photo shoot, I seen how that was. I was nervous. I was like, I didn't know this much went into a photo shoot. I didn't even talk. The photographer that set it up, he actually talked and directed it. So I just stood there and took the photos. I was so nervous. I didn't know what I was doing. Then my flash wasn't working right, and a bunch of different factors just came into it. I was just overwhelmed. And then after that first photo shoot is when I did the councilversary, and then I started shooting. Like, I started shooting everything. Like, I shoot objects around the house. I shoot objects outside. I shot when the kids come up for trick or treat. I took pictures of all the trick or treaters and stuff like that. Then after that, 2019, January, I had my first paid photo shoot, and I was so happy. It was a coworker actually, so it was kind of easy for me to go ahead and do the photo shoot. So after that, I spent months before I had another photo shoot. Now, I started in 2017, really the end of 2017, when I posted for a photo shoot for the first time. I didn't get my first paid photo shoot until January 2019. I didn't get my next photo shoot until May. So by that point, I had switched to Sony because I had a new job or whatever, and I was making more money. So I went ahead and got a Sony. I had got an older Sony A7 Mark I full frame because I always wanted Sony. So I said, if I go full frame, I'm gonna go ahead and switch to Sony. And I had a 50mm 1.8 crop sensor lens. And my first photo shoot was a prom, and when I did it, I had inbox later. I'm like, okay, so I got a brand new camera. Do you mind if I test it out on the photo shoot? She said, as long as you take the photos, it's perfectly fine. So I got practice on the paid photo shoot, because it's different. Because when you shoot mirrorless, you can see the picture before you take it. So it's different than a DSLR because it has a mirror in it, and you have to take a photo to see what it looks like. But with Sony, you know what it looks like before you take it, and how to learn the menus and stuff like that. I had so many photo shoots during the summer, and people kept booking me, and I had to come up with a contract because my photos were starting to look professional. And I got a couple inboxes saying that I need a contract because they're not only letting me get the photos because they said they're professionally taken. So then I'm like, okay, I'm doing something right because they need a contract. My photos is looking good now because they need a contract, because they won't let them get them because they say they look too professional. Then after that, I upgraded again. I got the Sony A7 II. Once I did that, I had a whole lot more photo shoots. I took a whole lot more photos at church. I went and got the 85 1.8 lens, and when I got that lens, I really fell in love with taking photos. I was shooting everything, and after I got the 85, I got the 85 and the 50 millimeter 1.84 frame, which I didn't use the 50 millimeter 1.84 frame because that lens, it take too long to focus, like it hunts too much and it's really loud. So then I started going to meetups, and my favorite meetup I've been to was this vintage meetup because I really love vintage photography. I love everything about it. I like anything old school really, but the vintage photography is something about it that I really love. Like the old look, like I could take a picture and make it look vintage. I love it. Then after I started going to meetups, I saw, my name started growing more. So I'm really loving taking photos. Like I'm really loving the photo shoot. I love the atmosphere, and it's like, I'm out here. I could do it on my own now. I don't need nobody to help me, and it's like the best feeling, because once I grew to that point that I'm really like self-made at this point, I really loved it, because to me growth is everything. Even if it's just a little step, growth means everything. So fast forward, so then I upgraded to the Sony a7R II, and then I got the Tamron 28-75 2.8, and man, that lens never leaves my camera. I have literally shot everything. I have shot weddings, events, photo shoots, everything with this lens. It's like a perfect combination. Now it's like my name has grown so much. It's like this year, like I've got a couple bookings and inquiries off of word of mouth. Like I haven't even promoted my business none in 2021, and I've been booked for like 5-6 photo shoots. I got deposits for photo shoots, and it's like I'm just growing so much. And that's one thing I love about the photography is the growth. I'm not even worried about the money. I'm like Dr. Dre, he said, I'm chasing my dream. I'm letting the money follow me. And it's like I just been blessed. So 2021, how my year started off was my granddad passed away on January the 4th. And the first thing I do is go through photos that we have together and look at them and edit them, post them, whatever. And I got a whole lot of pictures that I don't even remember taking of my granddad, and it's like I got these memories forever. And it's like this is the real reason why I'm really a photographer, because once you take a photo, that moment lasts forever. Like you will never get rid of that moment. It will never go nowhere. Can't nobody take the moment away from you. You will always have that moment. And especially like if you have a loved one that's gone away, you will always have your memories with them through photos and also video too. Can't nobody take it away from you. You will always have something of that loved one, no matter what. And that's what drives me to do these photo shoots and do my photography, because can't nobody take the moment away from you. Like if I go shoot your wedding, you can have memories of your wedding forever. If somebody from your wedding party pass away or get sick or whatever, you got memories forever them on your wedding day. And can't nobody take it away from you. I mean, it's just really preserving your memories for me. And also like documenting stuff. Like say like you go somewhere and something important in the community is going on, you taking photos, like you documenting it, and it's gonna stay around forever. Like it's really a part of history at that point. Like you're documenting and you preserving that history, you preserving that moment, you preserving your memories. Just like when someone passed away, you preserving that memory, and that's the most important thing to me. So when I do these photo shoots, in my mind I'm like, yeah, I'm about to take these bomb photos. Once I take these photos, they're gonna last forever. Just like I have a family photo shoot coming up the first Saturday in next month. When I do that photo shoot, they're gonna have the memories forever of when their kids were small. They're gonna have memories of everything. When their kids get grown, they're gonna have the memories. When the kids get grown, they can always look back on the memory that they had with their parents that's gonna last forever. See, that's the thing, just preserving memories and preserving history. And that's really why I became a photographer. My love for the camera, my love for photos, my love for preserving memories, my love for preserving, history, keeping your memories alive. Because as long as you got a photo of someone that's sick or pass away, it's like they will never leave your side. It's like they are always with you, and that's what's important to me. So that is the reason why I became a photographer. Well, that concludes this video of why I became a photographer. I will see you in the next one. Peace.